'Cause like my favorite song going round and round my head. 5 days on the freeway, riding shotgun with you. Two hearts in the fast lane, we had big dreams in blue. Playing sweet child of mine, and I still feel that line. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long ago, my love. Where did we go wrong? Too late to turn around. Where are you now? Where are you now? Hey, it's been too long. You're just like my favorite song going round and round my head. Like my favorite song going round and round my head. You're just like my favorite song going round and round.
at the moment, and that is where this competition, this championship format gets really exciting. And there's still 4 to go in this round, and there's less than 1 fence separating those 4. Leonie Panda, the first of those, the German, on a score of 4 with the Peppermill side. Indy Mill A carrying those 4. She was 4th in the pony competition on Wednesday, the 2nd leg. 3rd in the Pony Grand Prix of Hagen as well. She's made a very strong start to this round, and you can really imagine that all of these riders, they're 16 years and under. Some of them, this will be their last competition on ponies before making the step up into the senior ranks. So there's so much at stake and there's a huge amount of pressure. But they are all riding so well here this afternoon in Mechelen. The big stretch out of the double. Could this be a new leader on the 4? 1 fence left to jump, and she clears it. And she's edged out in front there with 3 still to go. Clear in this opening round on the final day of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. And it's a score of 4. The top 10 after this round will be back for the final decisive round. If at the end of that round we have equality of faults, there may well be a jump off against the clock. But we've got 3 left to go in this round of jumping here. Great Britain, Ireland and Belgium. Ruby Bars is next on 3, Cohen Williams on 2, and Laurie Tyskens on that clear scorecard after the first 2 legs of this FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. But this is the combination that won the 2nd leg just 2 days ago. It is the turn of Ruby Bars and Casper. A brilliant win in the Grand Prix of Stuttgart. They've placed in the Grand Prix of Lyon, Lichtenvoorde and Centaur as well. Top 3 after 2 legs of this FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Separated by less than 1 fence. They can't afford a rail, and down goes that fence for Ruby Bars and Casper, the first part of the combination, and that could really prove costly because it puts her on a score of 7, which at the moment will slot her into 4th place on the leaderboard. She can't afford another fence, not down this final line, if she's wanting to stay within the top 10 and progress through to that decisive round a little later today. She jumps the Steph X Oxer under a lot of pressure. She finishes with 1 fence down and a score of 7 after 3 rounds of competition. That goes into 4. As things stand, we've got Leonie Panda, the best of the scores so far on that 4 for Germany. Ireland's Ben Walsh on 5 in 2nd, and then Jersey Kuipers in 3rd on a score of 6. 2 left to go. Still, of course, the leader, the overnight leader, Laurie Tyskens of Belgium on that clear scorecard. But now for Ireland, the young man that sits on 2 penalties after 2 legs of this FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. It's Cohen Williams and the 13-year-old Zitek. Third in the first leg back on Tuesday. Team gold, individual bronze at the Pony European Championships earlier this year. And a consistent winner on the national circuit as well. W Oxer. This combination that has caught a fair few out, and it's caught another one there. The vertical in the middle goes for Cohen Williams to put him on a score of 6, and that'll drop him below Leone Panda and drop him below Ben Walsh. If he stays on that score, he'll be tied with Jerzy Kuipers in equal third, and that's what he does. He stays on that score of 6 into third. Ben Walsh second. Leone Panda still leading on that score of 4. With 1 left to go in the first round of today's FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy final. And it is the young lady that has competed so well here already this week. She was second on Tuesday, she was third on Wednesday. She has a clear scorecard into this final here today. Laurie Tyskens and Naveo. If she can remain clear, she'll be going into that final decisive round with 4 penalties in hand over her closest rival, that will be Leone Panda of Germany. Pressure on the shoulders of this young lady competing as well in front of a home crowd here in Mechelen. And it's gone, and it really opens this competition wide open. She's through that double. She's on a score of 4 as she approaches the last, the Stefex Oxer. She stays on that 4 all today. Total of 4 for Laurie Tyskens and Nerveo. And as we begin now to look ahead to the second round of this FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy final here this afternoon, it all looks very close at the top of the leaderboard. There's going to be 10 that return, and we have a little look. Tied in first place, Leone Panda of Belgium and Laurie Tyskens both on 4. Then it's third to Ireland's Ben Walsh on 5. Fourth at the moment, equal for Jerzy Kuipers and Cohen Williams on 6. Sixth is Ruby Bars on that score of 7, and then 9 penalties for Rachel Tornblom, Olivia Dressler and Yanel Robello. They're all tied there in equal 7th, and 10th at the moment on that score of 12 is Franca Clementine Groley and Carmen Van Orchid S. But there are 3 penalties that separate the top 6. Less than a fence between those top 6 in this, the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy final, as we head in to the final and decisive round. It's being presented by Henders and Hazel. Their fences out there in the arena, and it's caused issues all week, not only with the pony jumping competitions but the 5-star competitions as well. So the 10 will return. There's going to be a change of course, and we'll be back with that second and decisive round shortly in the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy final here in Mechelen. Welcome back to the decisive round in this 2022 Jumping Mechlin FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. These young riders and these ponies have competed now over 3 rounds of competition. The first being back on Tuesday. They competed again here in the Christmas Arena on Wednesday, and we've seen them a little earlier this afternoon compete in the opening round of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy final. They have accumulated their faults over those 3 prior rounds that we've seen, and the top 10 are left standing. They're going to return to jump again over a different course set by Eddie Geismans, Bart Vonk and the team. This time it's a course of 12 numbered obstacles, 15 jumping efforts. We have once more got a double that features at 5A and 5B. We've got the combination 9A, 9B and 9C, and the time allowed is 69 seconds in this second round of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. As I said a moment ago, the top 10 return for this what could well be a decisive round if at the end of this round of jumping we have equality of faults for first place. There will be a jump off against the clock, and we could well see a jump off because it is so close at the top of this leaderboard. The 10 that return, just 2 fences separate them all, 8 faults. The leaders equal first at the moment. Leonie Panda and Laurie Tyskins are on 4 faults, and the first that we're going to see from Germany is on a score of 12. So much to play for, and there is so much pressure on these young riders. As the first to join us for this second round of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy Final is Franca Clementine Crowley and Carmen van Orchid S, the 13-year-old. Franca riding for Germany, and after the 3 previous rounds of competition she sits on a score of 12, but she's only 2 fences off, 8 faults off the leaders. All to play for here this afternoon on the 5th and final day of the 2022 Jumping Mechlin. So the bell sounds, and here we go. On 12 penalties coming into this round of competition. The young rider from Germany that was 6th in the second leg back on Wednesday. She was 2nd in the Grand Prix of Lyon. Fences 1 to 2, the same as we saw in that earlier round. Big vertical, the Euro horse fence off the corner at 3. Down the line to the Oxer that follows at 4, and then on the right-hand curve into the first of 2 combinations, a double there, Oxer to vertical 5A and 5B. A little bit of a misunderstanding and a miscommunication. She was pushing to try and get there on the 5 strides, but didn't quite make the distance. But she is up and on her feet. And she gives that pony a pad as well. These young riders are so tough, they really are. Heartbreaking for Franca Clementine Crowley and Carmen van Orchid. Such a shame, but what a wonderful achievement to finish within the top 10 here in the 2022 Jumping Mechlin. It's a shame for it to end like that for that young lady, but she'll be back. There'll be plenty more competitions to come for her. But now, to the first of 3 riders that join us carrying a score of 9. It is for Finland, Rachel Tornblom and Helga T.H.O. Individual sixth earlier this year at the Pony European Championships. Already this winter season she's placed in Hagen, Lyon and Stuttgart as well. 9 penalties. 5 of the leaders, Leonie Pander and Laurie Teiskens. Must be unsettling. Seeing the rider prior to her take a little bit of a tumble. Gonna have to settle those nerves down now into the championship rounds of competition here in Mechelen. This distance. Really had to hold for the 5 there, but she worked very hard and it pays off. Combination, vertical, 2 strides to the vertical, 1 stride to the oxer, A, B and C. 2 fences to go. She's still clear in this round. She's on that score of 9, and that could really put the pressure on the following 8. She's over the last, and she leaves those fences standing. She's comfortably inside that time allowed as well. She stays on the 9, and it's just brilliant there from Rachel Tornblom. Clear in this final round of competition. 9 is her final score, and it's very much game on now in the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy Final. The next, also on that score of 9. For Denmark, Olivia Dressler and the 11-year-old Jasmine's Holly. The combination that were 5th here during the second leg on Wednesday. Placings, the Pony Grand Prix of Drammen and Lyon as well. They've been in tremendous form in the build-up to Mechelen here for 2022, but how will they fare in this, the championship round? Close going into that combination, and then has to open up the stride to keep the momentum through the second 2 parts. And with a fence down, it's going to drop her down the leaderboard very slightly. She was on 9 coming into this championship round. That fence down puts her on 13 with 1 to jump, and she clears that, so 4 in this round, total of 13 for Denmark's Olivia Dressler and Jasmine's Holly. Drops her down to a second, and it means that at the moment Rachel Tornblom leads on that score of 9. Three gone and 7 left to go. The final combination now on the score of 9. For France, Janelle Rebello, Dance Floor de Coroy. 4th on Tuesday in the first of the pony competitions here in Mechelen. A good winner as well in Fontainebleau. Few ponies really run and attack that Euro horse vertical off the corner at 3. And this pony here, the 9-year-old Dance Floor de Caroy, even on this, the 5th and final day of Jumping Mechelen, looking very fresh and very feisty. She's close to the first part of the combination, pays the price as well. There goes another. And it's all beginning to unravel a little bit towards the end of competition for Janelle Rebello and Dance Floor de Caroy. They're over that final fence, but they complete on 12 in this round, added to their previous score of 9, 21 the total, which means Rachel Tornblom of Finland moves up a little bit more, and she still leads with 6 left to go. So she's guaranteed herself a place within the top 7 of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy of 2022. So the final 6, less than 1 fence separating all of them. Ruby Bars, the first of those, a superb win for her in the second leg on Wednesday. Riding for Great Britain here with Jacqueline Bars, Casper, Ruby Bars on a score of 7. Grand Prix in Stuttgart, winner 2 days ago as well. Good start to the round for Ruby Bars. The 5 strides down the distance to the BMW Oxa. And for this combination, jumps in over the middle part, and she's out as well. She's still clear. 2 to jump, still on that score of 7. 1 to jump for a clear here in the final championship round. She's clear, and she stays on the score of 7. That was brilliant from Ruby Bars, and she now goes into the lead there with Casper. Rachel Tornblom drops to second on that score of 9. And then we see Olivia Dressler in third on 13. And that now will put the pressure on, because the final 5 can now not afford to have a fence. There is nothing in hand for any of these final 5. This young lady from the Netherlands sits on 6 penalties after 3 rounds of competition. Jersey Kuipers and the 10-year-old La Folletta finished second behind Ruby Bars 2 days ago. She jumps the clear, she'll go into the lead. If she faults, she will drop down the leaderboard. This is looking very promising for Jersey Kuipers. close at the first part of that combination. Is she going to get out unscathed? She is. She isn't. There's a part of the combination that has gone, which means she's going to drop down below Ruby Bars and she's going to drop down below Rachel Tornblom. And that shows just how close this competition is. There's a costly 4 for Jerzy Kuiper. She finishes on a score of 10, which goes into 3rd place at the moment. Rachel Tornblom of Finland remains 2nd. Great Britain's Ruby Bars still leads on that score of 7. 4 left to go. Cohen Williams next on 6. Ben Walsh on 5, and then the 2 leaders, Leonie Panda, Laurie Teiskens, both on 4. It is the first of the 2 young men here representing Ireland. It is Cohen Williams, Siobhan Cook's 13-year-old gelding, Z-Tech. Oh, and another with an early fence down. And Ruby Bars, Rachel Tornblom jump up the leaderboard that little bit more. The lower placings to be decided on time in this second round. The jump off only required if we have equality of faults for first place come the end of this championship round of competition. There goes another and another for Cohen Williams. And those mistakes now starting to mount up for him and Z-Tech, because he's on a score of 18 now, and it's dropped him right out of the reckoning for the FEI Pony Jumping Trophy of 2022. 12 it is in this round. 18 is the total for Cohen Williams. Puts him down into 5th. Look of disappointment on his face. That early Euro horse vertical falling. 2 parts of the combination down as well. 3 to go. And still Ruby Bars leading on that score of 7. The final 3 cannot afford a fence if they're to win the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy of 2022. The next of the young men for Ireland on a score of 5 with a 14-year-old mare owned by Amanda Lynch. Derry Vane Bell, Ben Walsh. Bit of a sigh and a gasp from the crowd as he takes a rub at the first part of the double. But it's looking good so far for Ben Walsh. Down to the BMW Oxer, still clear. Can't afford a fence though. As he jumps into the combination, there's a little bit of hesitation there. He's got through safely. 2 to jump. On to 5. Nothing to add so far. 1 fence away. And he's jumped it. And he's jumped it clear. And we've got ourselves a new leader now. in the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Finishing on that score of 5, Ireland's Ben Walsh takes over top spot, moving Ruby Bars and Casper down to second, and Rachel Tornblom drops to third, but that was brilliant under a huge amount of pressure for Ben Walsh and Derry Vane Bell. He's done all that he can do now, and the pressure is on the final two, the two tied for first place coming in to this final round on a score of 4. No mistakes from here on in. Ben Walsh has really thrown down the gauntlet to these final two. The first of those for Germany, Leonie Pander and the 9-year-old mare, Indimil A. Can she handle the pressure? She's not quite got the stride she wants to the first fence, and Indimil A is beginning to pull already this early in the round. Leonie is going to have to work so hard to keep the balance. You can see there just taking a leap and a pull into that double. Still clear on a total of 4. Has to get the balance for the combination, but the final part goes, and it's costly there. If she stays on the 8, she'll be third, but another fence has gone, and another to start to unravel towards the end of the round. And you can see there's a bit of a disagreement off the corner there between Leonie Pander and Indimil A. There might be a few time faults as well, and it looks to be a real costly finish to the round there for Leonie Pander. And what a shame, 17 the total. Drops her right out of the reckoning. She drops to 6th. Ben Walsh of Ireland leading on that score of 5. Ruby Bars second. Rachel Tornblom sits in third. As we come now to the decisive round, the championship round here in Mechelen, the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy of 2022. She has been so consistent. She was third on the opening day. She was second on Wednesday. Can she go one better and take the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy outright here in front of her home crowd? It is for Belgium, Laurie Tijskens and Neveo. A clear will take the championship. A fence, and the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy heads to Ireland with Ben Walsh. That fence that they had down in the previous round was the first that they've had all week here in Mechelen. A little bit close. Lucky at the Mila fence, she's a long way off the Oxa. She gets the 5 nicely down to the BMW fence, and she's still on that score of 4. It's gone! The final part of the combination has gone, and the championship title goes to Ireland and Ben Walsh and Derry Vane Bell. It is going to drop her at the moment down to third if she leaves this final fence standing. Ruby Bars assured of second place, and that's how the top 3 will finish then. Ireland, Great Britain and Belgium. It's 4 in the final decisive round for Laurie Tijskens, and she finishes on a score of 8. And what a wonderful sport we have seen, and what a wonderful format as well. That championship format here for the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy of 2022. It's kept us hanging on till the very last combination, and it's Ireland that secure the victory. Quite brilliant from that young man here this afternoon. He handled the pressure. He was in third place coming into this final round, but he improves that score by 2, and he jumped the clear to finish on the 5. And the win goes to Ben Walsh of Ireland, Derry Vane Bell, Great Britain's Ruby Bars and Casper second, Belgium's Laurie Tijskens third, with Rachel Tornblom, Jersey Kuipers and Olivia Dressler finishing in the top 6. Wonderful action. And don't forget, there's still so much more to come here in Mechelen later this afternoon, 3 o'clock Belgian time. We've got the Longines FEI Jumping World Cup of Mechelen. We've got the FEI Driving World Cup later this evening as well, that at 10 o'clock, and at 6:30 this afternoon, the two-star Grand Prix. But the presentation is on the way, and securing that FEI Jumping Ponies trophy for 2022, Derry Vane Bell and Ireland's Ben Walsh.
van Nederland en van Jersey Cappers. En de vierde plaats de Finse Amazone ook in briljante vorm, Rachel Turblom, Finland. En dan de top 3 van deze FEI Jumping Ponies. heel graag voor aan onze leden in het protocol, dames en heren. Mevrouw Nettie Thijssen van Santen, die de FEI vertegenwoordigt, de Fédération Équestre Internationale. Ook de heren van de Bos in naam van Henders en Ezel en de heer Peter Bolle in naam van het organiserend comité. En in het bijzonder stel ik u voor aan onze top 3 van deze editie van de FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Can I ask our top 3 riders to please dismount their ponies and stand behind the stage? Mag ik vragen om aan onze alle 3 ruiters af te stijgen en plaats te nemen achter het podium. Op de derde plaats, in third place, wat een kampioenschap voor de Belgische Amazone, Laure Thijskens. Zilver in deze FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Groot-Brittannië, Great Britain en the overall champion of this FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy, Ireland, and Ben Walsh. Het is de prijsuitreiking van de FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Dames en heren, gaat u al eens staan voor het Ierse nationale volkslied. Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the Irish national anthem and face the flag. Ireland. Winnaar van deze FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy Final. Ik nodig heel graag mevrouw Nettie Thijssen van Santen uit. In naam van de FEI representative, Mrs. Nettie Thijssen van Santen, our foreign judge this week here in Mechelen, is congratulating our podium in this year's FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy Final. Mevrouw Nettie Thijssen van Santen, in naam van de FEI, de Fédération Équestre Internationale, feliciteert een geweldig podium, Ben Walsh, Ruby Bars en Laure Thijskens. Wat een kampioenschap, wat een circuit voor de Europese top van de ponies, die haar culminatie kent hier op Vlaanderens Kerstjumping Memorial Erik Wouters. En wat een winst voor Ierland en Ben Walsh. De trofee van de FEI overhandigd door mevrouw Nettie Thijssen van Santen, buitenlandse jurylid uit Nederland. Ook is de heer Van den Bos in ons midden, in naam van Henders en Heesel. Title sponsor van deze editie van de FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy hier in Mechelen, de finale onder de Mechelse nekkeral, de heer Van den Bos, in naam van Henders en Heesel, die ons podium ook feliciteert. Mr. Van den Bos, on behalf of our title sponsor of this FEI Ponies Jumping Trophy, is handing over the brilliant trophy of the Flanders Christmas show to our champion, Ireland, and Ben Walsh, taking home a great win in today's FEI Ponies Jumping Trophy. De heer Van den Bos in naam van Henders en Heesel. Dan worden de stalplaten uitgereikt door de heer Peter Bolle in naam van het organiserend comité van Jumping Mechelen. Stalplaten en ook oprechte felicitaties van de heer Peter Bolle aan ons onze top 3 geclasseerden. Ook een van de drijvende krachten achter dit concept van de FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. Het circuit dat al toch wel enkele jaren haar culminatie, haar finale kent. Hier op de laatste dag voor aanvang van de Wereldbeker. Dan nodig ik heel graag onze leden van het protocol uit om plaats te nemen bij onze top 3. Mevrouw Nettie Thijssen van Santen in naam van de Fédération Equestre Internationale. De heer Van den Bos in naam van Henders en Hezel. En de heer Peter Bolle in naam van het organiserend comité. Bij een geweldig podium. Laure Dijskens, Ruby Bars en Ben Walsh. Prachtplaatje tussen de staanders van Henders en Hezel, presenting partner van deze finale van FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy 2022. Dank aan mevrouw Nettie Thijssen van Santen in naam van de FEI representative in his prize giving. Mr. Van den Bos on behalf of Henders and Hezel and Mr. Peter Bollen on behalf of the organizing committee of Jumping Mechelen. Dank aan onze leden van het protocol en nogmaals aan de trouwe steun van het team van Henders en Hezel. Aan het toch wel weer abnormale springsport deze week in deze culminatie van de FEI Ponies Jumping Trophy. Het brons voor Laure Dijskens, het zilver voor Ruby Bars, maar het goud en de ereronde geleid door uw kampioen, the new 2022 champion Ireland en Ben Walsh. Er is Ben Walsh. Tot dusver deze finale van de FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy hier op Vlaanderen's Kerstjumping Memorial Erik Wouters 2022. En dan is het bijna zover. Het klapstuk van 5 dagen topsport hier in de Nekkerhallen van Mechelen in de vorm van de Longines FEI Jumping World Cup presented by BMW. De culminatie van een geweldige week van 5-sterren springsport met de wereldtoppresents voor zo dadelijk deze namiddag de FEI Longines Jumping World Cup presented by BMW.